Imagine you move from a place where you lived all your life. Imagine you move and you leave all your children and wife. Starting all over again, but no one you know is around. Well, they didn't have to imagine. They built it up from the ground. How does it sound? Not easy cause it isn't. Could have phased them, but it didn't. But the raid bond, that's a winner. And they ran straight to the finish. You get to know them up close and personal. Wait, just give me a minute. Welcome to the front row. Can I get a drum roll? Intentional. We may be immigrants, but we are still intentional. We are dependable. It's just that set the bar, but still the best of all, we are intentional.
Welcome to the Intentional Immigrants channel. My name is Yolanda Jack, and I'm happy that you're able to join me here today. Our featured organization today will be Calgary Immigrant Women's Association. This is an organization that is dedicated to helping immigrants, women in particular. We will be speaking with two representatives, Amira and Milo. Stay tuned as Amira and Milo tells us what Calgary Immigrant Women's Association has to offer newcomers to Canada. Hi, Amira and Milo. Welcome to the Intentional Immigrants podcast. I am Yolanda Jack, and I'm happy that you're able to join us here today.
Hi, Yolanda. Thank you for having us.
Hi, Yolanda. I'm Myla. I'm the Food Service Training Coordinator of SIWA.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Amira and Milo. I know Milo just basically gave us a short version or a short introduction. Amira, can you tell us about yourself first of all? And then I'm going to ask about your organization.
Thank you. So I'm Amira, and I'm an outreach worker at SIWA, Calgary Immigrant Women's Association. I've been with SIWA for 4 years. I love my job being an outreach worker and spreading the word about what we do.
Okay, thank you. Milo, do you want to add anything to your introduction?
Yes, so again, I'm Myla. I'm the Food Service Training Coordinator, and I've been with the food industry for 20 years. And my passion is to help women to get a job in the restaurant, so train them and support them for employment.
Okay, thank you. All right, Amira and Milo, tell us about your organization. What does SIWA stand for?
Oh, so SIWA stands for Calgary Immigrant Women's Association. Mm-hmm. It's been supporting women and youth and their families for almost 40 years now, since 1982.
4 and a 0.
Yeah, 4 and a 0. Whoa. Yes, for almost since 1982, and it's not just immigrant women and youth; it's also their families. Of course, what that implies is it means that they can bring on their partner or their husband for a lot of services that we do as well. So the family, including the partner and husband, they can access paperwork, fill out applications, have access to some of our services as well, and that kind of. A lot of people actually think that we serve only newcomers, and it's not true. We serve anybody who's born outside Canada. So sometimes a woman might have some barriers, language barriers. Maybe she's been in Calgary for 30 years, but she still has a language barrier and still needs some of the services and supports. And so we're here for them. And we serve people through everything that people need to settle down in their new life in Calgary. So if it's settlement services, everything you need to settle in your new home country. So if you need basic needs, if you need referral to basic needs, if you need financial literacy, with everything under the financial aspects, like how to open your bank account, starting an RESP for your children, how to watch out for fraud, that kind of thing. We have, of course, a legal clinic all sorts of things. We have language groups called New Friends and Neighborhood groups under the settlement program, in which people can just access groups in their area and go and meet and chat and practice their English while doing a project and make new friends, that kind of thing. We have all our family services, whether it's for youth, whether it's for seniors, or if it's for women, confidential counseling, parenting, for moms, for grandparents, for moms and dads, and for grandparents, of course. And we have language training, and we have employment training. So basically everything you need to settle down in your new home country.
Everything you need to be successful, it sounds like.
Definitely that. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's a wide variety of services that you do provide.
True.
How does one become aware of your services? Say you have a new immigrant. How do they know about your services?
We're always out there spreading the word about our services. A lot of service providers and organizations are partnering with SIWA.
Okay.
And again, they spread the word about us. People reach us through our website. Everything is on our website, through email, by phone, or following us on our social media. We have a very dynamic social media presence. We're on everything: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it, LinkedIn, of course. We have a lot of business partners. Sometimes we get people connecting with us before they even land in Calgary and say, we're coming to Calgary in 2 months and we've heard about you, and we've heard from a friend or a family member, and what can you do for me? And that kind of thing. So
that's great.
Yeah, just follow us, and we have our blogs and we have our newsletters. People can become members and keep updated.
And keep updated. That's great. It's really great.
Thank you.
All right. What are some of the challenges you have seen?
I think so far it's not challenges. It's so far the pandemic, of course, it's brought with it a lot of the clients. When we talk to them, they talk about the challenges they've seen during the pandemic, and especially with employment, and how at that time it's very crucial for them to access employment services. And Myla can speak more than I can with that, because Myla has seen the transition with the pandemic and all the extra resources that SIWA has put in
place for the immigrants. Okay, Milo, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Oylander, and Amira. Thank you for that. So in our program under employment services, we don't really see it as like a challenges, but we turned it into opportunity to support our clients. During the pandemic, the office was closed and we need to turn our classroom to virtual. So what we did is we provided laptop to our clients who can't able to purchase their laptop in order for them to join our program. For our for our program, they need to do knife skills, and we need to provide them the materials that they need. So what we did is we went to their home. We delivered all the classroom materials, the knife skills materials that they need in order for them to still practice the knife skills at home and present it virtually.
Oh, that was so nice of you. That is really reaching out to people and really making your services accessible to these persons who really need, because most of your clients, I am going to assume here, forgive me if I'm wrong, most of your clients have a barrier with English, right? Am I correct?
Correct.
So English is not their first language.
Correct.
What services you have for them? Do you have language instruction for newcomers to Canada as part of your program? Okay.
Yes, so as what Amira said, we also have language training at SIWA, but under our Employment Services Department.
Okay.
So we serve low skilled women to professionals, and I'll elaborate more of the programs later.
Okay, that's nice.
And Yolanda, like Mila's saying, and so Mila was talking about providing the laptops and equipping them during the pandemic, also helping them with the technology and being there for support if anybody has technical issues, but also our home visit programs. We have a lot of our programs have a home visitation element. And in the last year alone, it was more than 6,000 visits, whether face-to-face or virtual, just for that one-on-one support.
Wow, you're blowing it out of the water. Over 6,000 visits. Okay, it's good. It's good that you have this. You mentioned that you also have legal services as well.
We do.
Did I hear correct?
Yeah, we have legal clinic, and it serves immigration needs or family needs, and that's all. Everything is free. All our services, of course, are free, so that's part of it with our settlement department.
Okay, that's good. All right, Melo, do you want to tell us a little bit about your employment services? Walk us through the steps. I am a new immigrant, just arrived in Calgary. What do I need to do?
That's a good question, Oylander. So first is we meet you and do an assessment. So we'll check your background. If you worked in your home country, and what would you like as your focus is your career here in Canada. So would you like to improve your English first? What's your priority? Is it improving your English or improving your English plus you want to work? So if that would be your focus, then we will assess your language. So we will refer you, if you don't have language assessment yet, we will refer you to an organization that will assess your Canadian language benchmark.
My language, okay.
Yes.
Is that free for me?
Yes, it's all free.
Okay.
Once you were assessed and we determined your English level, so let's say your English level is 0 or 1 to 2. So we have a program for that. So we call that Modular training program.
Okay.
So if you're interested to work now while you're improving your English, you can take that program. So that program will help you find a job in a housekeeping or cleaning job. Now, if your English level is 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, then you have 3 choices. One is if you want to work in a food service industry, like that is my program. The other one is if you would like to work in a retail store, like Winners or Village, Value Village, then that's an available training for you as well. Or the other one is childcare training, that is level 1.
Okay.
So those are the 3 choices for the CLB 3 to 4. Now, if your CLB is 4 to 6, then you can also join line cook training.
What's that training?
Line cook. It's
line cook.
Yeah, the assistant of Chef Ramsay.
Okay.
Chef Ramsay. Yeah. So the English level is a little bit higher because the client should be able to read recipes and should be able to understand the order of the customers is food of that client will be working soon in a restaurant. And then if the language is again higher, CLB 6 or CLB 7, then that's professional training program. So there's a lot of professional training program that we offer. So we have career services for foreign trade professionals. Client will receive English language assessment, essential skills training, including digital skill building. There's also companion training. Clients will receive training in effective communication, supportive listening, and also stimulating leisure activities.
Okay.
Another one is LMB, or labor market bridging, for volunteers, interpretation and translation. So this provides training for community for interpretation, and hands-on experience also for interpretation and translation. Okay. And another one is level 2 on childcare training. See, there's a lot of training that we offer, from low skill to professional.
Yes, that's true. So you do provide interpretation services?
Yes.
Okay. So if an immigrant comes and English is not their first language, then they are able to access your services and get some help. Somebody will be there who will understand them, which is most important, right? Understand what they're talking about and be able to guide them in the right direction. And you do provide the services. Oh, that's so
correct. Yeah.
That's such great news. Yes.
All in one shop.
All in one shop. Amira, you want to tell us about, is there anything you want to add to what Milo said?
I love what Myla said, because Myla is our expert on the employment service programs, and we have a lot of them. And a lot of times our clients think, a lot of times when I go out on outreach and talk to people, they say, but how can you get me a job? I don't want training, I want a job. But these programs, yes, they are training programs, but they're bridging programs into the program, into the job market. And I see Myla all the time, how busy she and the other coordinators are partnering with other organizations for, like Myla, for your practicum, for your job coaching, for taking clients out, for instance, in retail program. When clients go out with their team, with their program team, sometimes, and they get the interviews done on the spot, and some people get hired on the spot. It's that extra bit of self-confidence.
Yes.
That's correct, Amira. Good thing you mentioned that. I forgot. Yes. So after the training, we also have like job support. Okay. So after the 3 months training, there is 3 months and 6 months support for the client. We don't just leave them after the training. Okay. So we support them to find a job. We also have business partners, so we refer them to our business partners. We are so blessed during pandemic. Out of 15 clients that we have while we are training online, after training, 13 of them got employed. 13. Our business partners. So that's 87% of our clients got employed during pandemic.
In food service?
In food service.
In food service.
Wow. It's just one session of food service, yeah.
Through our business partners.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Because Yolanda, with business partners, the story about that is that when you do practicum at an organization or at another with another partner, you get to network, people get to know you, you get to have a foot in the door, so you get an easier chance of being hired. And then the most important thing is you get this Canadian experience written on your resume. It's what we all look for when we're new, Canadian experience, right?
Yes, and network, right?
And networking. So all these employment programs will have that element of Canadian experience.
And that's great for immigrants.
Great for immigrants. And what I cherish as well is that self-esteem part. You know, a lot of times women, I know that if a woman is asked when she's getting into a job about 10 things. Can you do all these things? If she knows 8 out of 10, she will say, I'm not so sure. It's this self-confidence. So when you've got a job coach and when you've got a team of colleagues that you bond with and you're all in the same class, you're not going through that being new, you're not going through that journey all by yourself. You're bonding with people, you're getting over that shyness and gathering your courage. It's a huge part of getting out there and networking.
It is. And it is such a benefit to the immigrants coming here, knowing that somebody is holding their hands as they make this journey, because it's very new, it's very challenging. And sometimes one can feel like they're going under, like they're in the sea and they're going under. So it's nice to know that there are organizations out there who are dedicated to helping immigrants and helping them find their footing, first of all, and then to develop their own self-confidence so that they can actually launch off.
So true.
So true. So that's very good. Very good. Is there anything, what advice would you give to immigrants?
Myla, what advice would you start with for the volunteers?
I just encourage you to, there's a lot of support, organization like SIWA, who support immigrant women for training, volunteering. You're not alone. We're here to support you. All you need to do is call us, email us, follow us on Facebook, and we're here to help you.
To support you, yeah. Amira.
I second what Myla was just saying, and all the services that are out there. There's never been such an abundance of settlement integration services. So please make the best use of it. Do reach out. Everything is free. Everything is at your disposal. And once you start learning about these services, you'll discover things that you never knew existed. It's not just that they're free. A lot of programs will offer free child support, free transit, all this so that the woman, or free child support for the program, so that if a mom comes with her kids and she has an appointment with a counselor, she can have child support in our office while she sits with her counselor. If she's coming for training, that is the same situation. You can have child support. If a program is held outside at a church or at a community center, child support will be there on site. It doesn't have to be in our office. So all this is free and available. There's free transit. There's lots and lots that's out there to help people integrate into the community and develop and then give back and enrich Canadian society. The vision and mission of SIWA is that empower immigrant women, enrich Canadian society. The sooner a woman is empowered and finds her feet and finds her support circle, the sooner she can integrate her whole family along, right? With her. So please, use those services. You're not alone. And the sooner that you find these services the sooner that these services become part of your life, the easier your journey will be.
It is. Oh, heavens. Thank you so very much, Amira and Mel. Both of you are immigrants, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Where are you from, Amira, originally?
I'm from Egypt, and I came here only in 2015.
2015. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Mela, where are you from?
I'm from the Philippines, and I've been here October 2007.
Oh, so you have been here longer than both of us, Milo. I've been here since 2013.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Are there any last words you want to add before we go? Because it was so great connecting with you, and I hope that my listeners will be able to access your services and know that we are making it available to them on the air so that they can tune in and hear what's available. Hopefully the listeners in Calgary will avail themselves of the services that you provide.
Thank you very much, Yolanda. I'm going to leave you all our social media handles. So please follow us so that maybe we can post them for the listeners and they can follow us on social media. And thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Yolanda. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Calgary Immigrant Women's Association, also known as CIWA, was established in 1982 as a nonprofit organization to address the needs and concerns of immigrant and refugee women, youth, children, and families in Calgary. CIWA takes a customized, culturally sensitive, and holistic approach to serving immigrant women, mothers, seniors, children and youth and their families. Our clients have access to first language support and childcare. CIWA's programs and services are offered in 4 core areas: settlement and integration, language training, employment, and family services.
The Intentional Immigrant podcast can be found on Podbean, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcast, and YouTube channel. Thank you to the following persons who made today's podcast possible: Milo and Amiro of Calgary Immigrant Women's Association, Xavier Anderson for providing music. Until next time, I am your host, Yolanda Jack, reminding you, he who watches the wind will not sow, he who watches the clouds will not reap. Ecclesiastes 11 and verse 4. You were born for greatness. Step out into your greatness so that mankind can benefit from you being here. So long, until next time.
Intentional. We may be immigrants, but we are still intentional. We are dependable. It's just that simple.